approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
Don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selinoyarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle. Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when...
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject.
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt. You'll also find some medical supplies.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost...
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem.
To climb a tree, stand in... I'll be monitoring your progress. My frequency is... If you need to talk... Okay, Snake. I see you've retrieved... To equip a weapon, it's necessary... In the survival viewer, choose your available weapon. From that list, choose the weapon you... For other equipped items...
Got it.
Yep, that's... After you've been out in the field for a while, if your stamina gets too low, you won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as... Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't... To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local... You can use either your tranquilizer gun or...
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. The suppressor's durability is shown in the eye. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find...
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this, anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily wastes. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth. You're a ghost, Snake, and there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the...
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide cap. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was...
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any real...
Correct. The mission...
A real...
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over...
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of... The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you. As in a medic who comes in by...
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours?
My name, huh? It's...
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week... No. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 14...
She's also in charge of recording your... Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserve...
So saving lets me...
That's right. It also records the state of...
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your... Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
Talk to me.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my...
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about...
What's that supposed...
Why'd you disappear on me all of a...
I was on a top secret... You didn't need me in...
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach.
No. I taught you everything you... I taught you all... The rest you needed to learn...
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? A soldier... In fact, technique, spirit, and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same. I can't teach you how to think. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side, having personal feelings about your comrades, politics determine who you face on the battle. And politics are a living thing. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow.
Is that why you abandoned?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. But you're looking for a reason. You're a natural-born fighter. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong, he has no enemies, and no... You follow the...
I do whatever I have to get the...
That's... In the end, there's a...
Being...
It means devoting...
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to...
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their turn...
I follow the will of the leader, no matter...
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions. The times. People's values change over time. And so there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing.
And that's the way a soldier.
The only thing we can believe is the mission, Jack.
All right,
What is it?
call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make Snake? You are always best at urban warfare and but this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come.
CQC. I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you. After all, this is your first.
Where are you?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Check your stamina. Eat food to recover. Saving the game. Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
No.
It's a movie.
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a...
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with.
It's just make...
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no. Dr. Shirazawa developed that. Meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo. It was originally a Japanese movie, but I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really?
If you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too. It might even win awards.
Why's that?
2024 will be Godzilla's 70th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie watcher.
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you When the going gets tough, movies can save. It's always good to be able to look.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either.
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak the success of the mission. The uniform option lets you pick choosing camouflage that blends in with your...
Who's that?
HQ, respond! Patrol here. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
I see him! HQ.
This is HQ. Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert. Acknowledged. The enemy is nearby. Engage him.
What's wrong? Who's that? Radio, we need backup. Something there. Huh? that?
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security... pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in
Northeast sector.
Beak. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger.
Right.
Oh, and one more.
You mean there's...
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him
And that is...
sorry for being...
Is that all?
What the? I'm just saying. Who was that? What's wrong?
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of those? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process. Or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, Sokolov is safe with me.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get
Roger.
What about the...
I had to kill them. There was no other way.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just...
Please.
So this is the legendary boss. Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Operatives?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major!
Leave it! Shoot the other one!
ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov, too. Apparently, they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgin.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even...
I don't like it. Something about the whole...
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself.
We're counting on you.